The air was thick with smoke and hushed whispers, a veil of secrecy cloaking every corner of the room. I was 21, a kid with more ambition than sense, driven by dreams of power and respect. They called me Tony, a name that felt like a badge of honor. A different life, one I thought I wanted, filled with the allure of the unknown and the promise of something greater. The Don, a man whose gaze could silence a room, placed a hand on my shoulder, heavy, symbolic. I was in. It was a moment that marked the beginning of my transformation. Years blurred into a montage of dark alleys, late-night meetings, and the ever-present scent of danger. Loyalty was currency, silence, golden. Every decision, every move was a step deeper into the shadows. I rose through the ranks, each step forward a descent into a deeper darkness, where trust was rare and betrayal was a constant threat. I learned to read the unspoken language of power, the subtle cues that could mean the difference between life and death. One night everything changed. A job went south and the fallout was immediate. The details are irrelevant, the fear, unforgettable. It was a fear that gripped my heart and refused to let go. Bloodstains, even after you scrub. The guilt, the memories, they linger. It was a turning point, a moment of clarity amidst the chaos. The life I'd embraced now felt like a noose tightening around my soul, a constant reminder of the choices I'd made and the path I'd chosen. Power, I discovered, is a double-edged sword. It commands respect, demands attention, instills fear, but it also isolates. It creates a barrier between you and the world. I had everything money could buy, but no one to share it with. The opulence felt hollow without companionship. The people I cared about most lived in fear of the life I led. They were shadows in my life, always present but never close. Trust became a luxury I couldn't afford. Paranoia was my constant companion. Every handshake, every conversation felt like a negotiation. Each word was weighed, each gesture scrutinized. I was surrounded by people who claimed loyalty but would betray me for a bigger slice of the pie. Their smiles were masks hiding their true intentions. The life I lived cast a long shadow, one that stretched far beyond my own existence. It touched everyone around me, often in ways I couldn't foresee. Every day was a tightrope walk between maintaining my position and protecting what remained of my soul. The balance was delicate, the stakes incredibly high. The guilt gnawed at me, a constant reminder of the line I had crossed. It was a burden I carried alone, a weight that grew heavier each day. I was living a lie, and the truth was a dangerous secret I could never reveal. The facade was my prison, and the key was lost long ago. The streets taught me more than any classroom ever could. I learned that loyalty is a rare commodity, easily bought and even easier to discard. Trust is earned, not given. And power, without purpose, is a dangerous game. But the most valuable lesson was the hardest to swallow. True strength lies not in wielding power over others, but in conquering the demons within. I had spent years building a wall around my heart, convinced it was the only way to survive. But in doing so, I had imprisoned myself. The realization hit me slowly, like a dawning awareness. I was not defined by the life I had chosen. I had the power to choose again, to break free from the chains I had forged. But escaping the past wouldn't be easy. Section 4. The price of silence. Leaving the Mafia wasn't an option, it was a death sentence. My every move was watched, my every word scrutinized. The only way out was to disappear, to become a ghost. But some ghosts never find peace. I cut ties with everyone I knew, severed every connection to my former life. I lived in the shadows, haunted by the memories I couldn't escape. The price of silence was high, paid in sleepless nights and the constant fear of looking over my shoulder. The guilt and regret followed me like shadows, a constant reminder of the choices I had made. The life I had led had left its mark, an indelible stain on my soul. But even in the darkness, a flicker of hope remained. Section 5. Finding light in the darkness. They say you can't outrun your past. They're right. No matter how fast you run or how far you go, it always finds a way to catch up with you, but you can learn from it, grow from it. Each mistake, each regret is a lesson waiting to be understood. I spent years atoning for my sins, trying to find a way to make things right. It wasn't easy, and it still isn't. It's a long road, one I'm still traveling. Every step forward is a step away from the darkness that once consumed me. I share my story not to glorify a life of crime, but to warn others of its seductive trap. It's a cautionary tale, a reminder of the consequences. The darkness can be alluring, promising power and wealth, but it comes at a steep price. It takes more than it gives, leaving you empty. True freedom, I learned, comes from within. It's not about the riches or the power, but about inner peace and self-acceptance. It's about breaking free from the chains of our past and choosing a different path, a path that leads to light, hope, and redemption. I may have spent 10 years in the Mafia, but I'll spend the rest of my life trying to make amends. Each day is a new opportunity to do better. It's a debt I can never fully repay, but one I'm committed to honoring. Every act of kindness, every moment of compassion is a step towards redemption. Because even in the darkest of places, a flicker of hope can illuminate the path towards redemption. And that flicker can grow into a beacon guiding us all.